Well, here's my backpack. We like to have our backpacks packed whenever we have an opportunity to head out of town and go enjoy a few nights in the forest. We like to do that. And so I'm just going to go over the basics that are on the outside of the backpack, and then I'm going to make another video once I have it all unpacked and you can see everything that's in it. So anyway, like, this is my sleeping system up on top, and I just took some of the tags, the little extra ends of the fabric, and riveted it, made like a little catch, and so it kind of holds on really good into the backpack and holds it right to the top of it. I got one of those bands that have the little beads in them, and so you can soak up water, and it'll keep you cool for a long time. Some extra parachute cord, and around all my handles I wrap parachute cord, and let's see, around all the extra straps. There's always nice. It's always nice to have little pieces of cord to make little projects, or there's always something to use it for. So anyway, and I got a heavy-duty knife over on the other strap. It's just right there and ready to use if you need to chop something out of the way or something. This is just a little pack that has a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, kind of a light-duty, like a skinning knife or cooking knife. Yeah, anyway, a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here we'll go through later. And it's just an old peanut butter jar. Most everything on this backpack is like stuff I've just found real cheap at like gun shows or yard sales or Craigslist. Here's a cooking system, part of it, and here's some rope that has many uses. One of them is for hanging my hammock, which my sleeping system is a shooting mat from Voodoo Tactical. I think it's like $40 or something like that, from Cheaper Than Dirt. It's a really cool mat. And then I went to the local canvas and tent and awning place, Yakima Tent and Awning, and they did an awesome job sewing on some heavy-duty straps. And I can show you how that works in another video. But yeah, Yakima Tent and Awning, they're kind of a locally owned mom and pop shop. They employ a few people from the community, and they did a great job helping us with that little project. So I turned my sleeping pad into a hammock, an insulated hammock per se. And then the center of the straps, we left them unsewn, the center section, so that way when it's upside down you'll be able to hang any of your wet laundry from, or whatever you can. It's just a place to hang whatever you might need to have accessible. You don't want to be shoving back in your backpack. So anyway, ShamWow, that guy did a really good job selling those. So I figured even when I'm camping, I gotta have a ShamWow. This is a pure. These are part of the sleeping system. And PVC is also good for making specialized tools, or whatever you need to in the wild. This is a filtered water canteen. I got a hatchet, and there's a machete. You can see stuck down in the side there. So hatchet, machete, water. We have some fishing lines and some a little bit of fishing tackle down in there. And a little Gerber tool with a little crescent wrench on it. So I think that's about the base. Oh, a boonie hat. This is just another knife, in case somebody else that you have with you doesn't have a knife, or it's always good trading stock. And knives, sometimes they dull before you're ready and really wanting to sharpen them again. So having a couple knives is always a good handy option. So anyway, I think that's about all to be seen on the outside of the backpack. And I'll go ahead and break it open, unpacking it. And I just figured I'd let you kind of know where stuff was at. This Shimog heavy-duty belt, bunch of extra cord, There's probably 100 feet of cord there, I suppose. Some heavy-duty trash bags. You want the heavy-duty, like the 5 mil or bigger trash bags, contractor bags. Here's some eye protection, and here's maps and edibles, little guides, just in case you're in an area that maybe you don't know. And some peanut butter, just something to, I guess, like a comfort food or something to give you something as you're going. This stuff came off the side pocket, and we just started pulling some of the tools out, the rope and stuff, mainly to show you, I don't know how well you can see this, but we'll show you some of the packs that are in here. There's the red one and the blue one, and that's how we'll kind of can call them. And then here's a roll of clothes, and then a compression sack. So, and there's a sleep pad. So we'll break all those out, get them organized, and here's what's in the bag. And it really has a lot. So anyway, we've got a Gerber gator, got some dental floss, we've got some tweezers, some forceps, dental pick. These are cool little hacksaw blades. They work really well if you're building forts or build structures and stuff. Something to use. Here's a couple little files, for sharpening any tools that you have. Some fire starting tools and some light tools. Real small little. These are like hair bungee things. So, boonie hat. Another. Another lighter, some fishing gear, batteries, flashlight, eye protection, sunglasses. It's got a little signaling mirror in it with the whistle. I don't know why that was so elusive to me. And then for a sidearm, just got a Glock 27. And then there's a 30 round clip that's just for, instead of storing a box of ammunition, you might as well just have it stored in a magazine. So, and then here's some fishing gear, some small, already pre-snelled hooks, because you can really hook them to anything. You can hook them even to parachute cord, because you have a leader. Don't ever bother carrying weights, because you can just tie a small rock onto your piece of string, use that as a weight. Carry a lot of fishing line, a lot of uses for that. That's the knife that hangs on the front of the backpack, on my front strap. And this also is right up front. The rope, that's for stringing up the hammock or making a shelter. There's part of the hammock / sleeping structure, and a filtered canteen, a little solar flashlight. I'm not really convinced that this one's like the best, but we've got it in there for now. The peanut butter, and I'm going to throw a couple more big heavy garbage bags in there. Then I got a set of goggles. If you're ever in an area that's got a lot of bugs or dust, you really appreciate goggles. Maps of the local area, food guides. My wife and I, we know most of the foods that we can eat out in the wild, but we're always learning more, refining our skills. Small first aid kit. Let's see, here's a cooking system, and this wire here that just gets stuck on the side of the backpack, that supports from 3 sides on the stainless steel bowl. And just a medium duty knife, some batteries for the headlamp. This headlamp is really cool. You can get these at Home Depot for like $12 or $13. They're really bright. Two modes, like really bright or just bright enough to get all your work done and save your battery time. And the strap's pretty good. It holds up pretty well. Stainless steel bowl. I just got those, or I got one at the Goodwill, and only paid a couple bucks for it. And then I just drilled a couple holes here in the corners like this, and did it like every 120 degrees. So that way it's a place I can hang it over a fire. So if I'm purifying water, or if I'm cooking my food. The bowl like that you can also use for water collection. Using black tarps or black plastic, spread over a frame that you can make out of sticks in the forest, and then allowing the water to drip off into it. There's a really heavy-duty little saw holder. It locks in a couple different angles. It's pretty cool. Good for building little forts and getting wood for a fire. And that's a little eating tool. There's a spork. The eating tool by Columbia River, knife and tool. This fire starter, got that from Cabela's, and it's a badass fire starter. It can be totally wet, and it still throws a hell of a light show. And then put a little LED light on the end of it, so you can always at least see what you're doing. And then there's a whistle and a little P24 can opener. I don't know, I've just always carried one. I've only used them a half a dozen times, but anyways, there. Some electrical tapes, more light sticks. These are some fuel starting packets, and a couple of little space blankets. Space blankets work good for if you're trying to signal for a rescue, say you've gotten lost, or if it gets a lot colder than you could have anticipated. You can build shelters. They're pretty tough fabric. You can also just wrap yourself in them and stay dry and lock in your body heat. They're only a couple dollars at Walmart. You always want a good pair of work gloves, and these Atlas little hand working gloves, they're really thin, the dexterity is really good in them, and you can get them for about $5 or $6 a pair. But you definitely want to have a good pair of working gloves to, if you've got a bunch of things to do. We're always building things and trying out new stuff, so protecting yourself is crucial. Got a pair of snow pants here. They're real thin, but they're really good ones. I got them at Goodwill, and I think it was like $6 or $8. But I think somebody who would have bought these originally would have paid a lot more. Again, most of this stuff I just get Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever place. Clothes aren't used up, they're just unwanted by somebody who died. And a beanie hat. I think keeping your head warm is totally crucial. And then I like synthetics because they dry quickly and they keep you warm, especially in layers. So I've got a synthetic short sleeve, synthetic long sleeve, and then I got some polar type, I guess like pajama pants, and then a pair of DCUs. A couple of t-shirts, about 3 pairs of underwear, another beanie. I like my beanies. Some warm gloves. Lighting kind of sucks, but you get the gist of it. Warm gloves and a warm face mask. When it gets cold, you just want to make sure you can stay warm. And I think there's about 6 or 8 pairs of socks in there. There's always room for socks, and they're useful for other things too. You can, if you've got enough pairs, you can leave them out overnight, and all the moisture that they're going to collect, rub them around the grasses and everything else, and you can use that as a water collection system. You're getting a distilled water product that way. And here's some hot hands in case it gets really cold. And a good week's worth of food. These shimogs, they're really cool. I never realized the benefit of those until I started learning how to wear one. And when you're tired of getting ass raped by the wind down your neck, and you know, these are definitely a good tool. So, and some more parachute cord. This is the stuff that was on top of the backpack as we opened it. So anyway, that's about it. Oh, the compression sack. I got that at the local Army Navy surplus store for, I think it was like $7 or $8. And I think that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and now